one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now it's Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes. Where's their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Pushes him over. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Second and 15. And his throw is incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Come on, set. Ready?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The Broncos, they're 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Black 40.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Washington's got it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready, set.
They'll try and run this with Austin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Black, yellow, 43.
On play action, they'll throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away.
A little juke.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'll go play action with Nix. Open man is the rookie from Auburn.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
To throw is Nix.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Black. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
2nd down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Nick's going to give to Hardy.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Ready.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Let's go now. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 52. Set.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here we go. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
50. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Ready. Black. 95.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go. And he jumped a little bit too early.
Yellow. 22. Ready.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready. Yellow. Field. Black. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave,
a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Nix to the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Captain. Oh, my son.
To throw, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 13.
Point play action. Here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Go Nix. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. .65 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to the... And they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now here's another interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at the 45. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the Steelers first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing Nix. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Kill. Ready. Throw.
Back to throw. Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
T.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now it's Nix.
Touchdown! Marvin Mims, 34 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Ready?
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw.
Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Black, 95. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Darnell Washington.
46 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Broncos 18. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun is Nix.
He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Oh, my son!
Off the play fake, Nix.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Kill! Oh, my son! Ready! 180! Show! Bombers!
Here's Nix.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Fielded just inside the 20.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Shot, 17, cut.
They go to Johnson again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready,
what do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Set, hut. Red, 38. Hut.
Looking to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Austin. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now the first carry here for the running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys go.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Captain. Oh. Ready. 20. Behind. Away.
They'll go play action with Nix.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Oh, my son.
To throw is Nix.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And now here's another interception. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll try to run down some clock with Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 7.
Set, hut.
He's going to try and do this himself. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Looking to throw. Nix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And all the way to the opposite 45. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Captain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nick's going to keep this himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a